What's up, guys? We're trying out a new backdrop today. Yeah, it looks alright. Sorry that there wasn't a video last week. I've been slammed in here with so much work, and most of it coming from the channel, which is incredible that you guys have been asking me to print your stuff for you and design stuff and whatever. That's amazing that it's coming from here. So yeah, I've just been crushing hard hours non-stop, and when it came to the day where I was like, maybe I have time to film a video, I actually took my very first day off in like 4.5 months, something like that. It was incredible. I literally sat on the couch all day. I ordered way too much takeout food and I did absolutely nothing but watch Netflix. It was amazing, but now we're back on the grind. So we're here today to talk about some new stuff coming, and boy, do we have some new stuff coming. The first thing you may have noticed in the intro, I got myself a badass new logo. Super pumped on this thing right now. I have wanted a brand mark for the channel and the other social media stuff for a very long time now, and I actually did have an old logo, which is this one right here, which is awesome and everything, but as much as I love boobs, it's time to grow up and get a big boy logo. So I had Dan cook up this new logo for me, and actually this is the first time where I had absolutely zero to do with it. Now that the business is obviously picking up, it's gonna continue to pick up, things on top of things are just stacking up here, and I'm having to spread myself way too thin right now. So I'm kind of learning how to delegate tasks a little bit, which is tough for me because I like to be in control of things, and I'm learning. But obviously for the design side, Dan blows me out of the water. He's 1,000 times better than me any day of the week, and he's already been doing a solid chunk of the design work anyways, so this was the first time where I said, you know what, man, I'm staying absolutely out of this one. This is a good first run to, you know, you just do what you're gonna do. I'm not saying shit about it, and it came back awesome, so it makes me feel really good about starting to, you know, let go of some stuff around here. Next, and the main reason why we're here, we gotta talk about some new stuff coming to the channel. I forget which video it was, but it was a little bit back that I said something about I was gonna make a tutorial. I think it was about making registration marks or something, and since then I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments of people saying like, please make that video, please make this video, and whatever, and it really got me thinking. Right now I only really make vlog videos, and they're kind of accidentally coming off as a how-to sometimes, which is kind of cool. Like right now I'm really only just showing myself learning stuff and talking about it as I'm learning it and the tricks that I learned, and people are picking it up and learning from it, which is amazing, but the purpose of it is just me documenting the stuff that I'm doing. But now that I see that, I think it's time to start making some actual dedicated how-to videos. And then after that clicked in my head, I was like, well, then I can make this kind of video too, and then that kind of video, and blah, blah, blah. So I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and open up our horizons here and make all different kinds of shit. So yeah, the vlog is gonna continue unchanged every Sunday. That's gonna stay the way it is. But obviously the first one we're gonna add is some how-to videos, some kind of shorter, to the point stuff where it's like 3 to 5 minutes, packed full of good information, and you know, some stuff to kind of try and help you guys out. I think it'll be a lot easier and make a hell of a lot more sense to kind of dedicate a how-to video than to kind of, you know, just add little how-to sections into the vlogs, because no one wants to sift through 17 minutes of stuff for 30 seconds of information that they're looking for. So we're gonna kind of figure out a way to kind of separate the two a little bit. We're gonna start doing some more like 3 to 5 minute, to the point, awesome how-to videos of stuff where if it comes up and it's something I feel like it's valuable or something that I feel like I've mastered and can teach it to somebody, then we're gonna do that. One thing I'm definitely not gonna do is something that I see all over YouTube of people making how-to videos when they have no fucking business making a how-to video. I see them all the time, people watching other how-to videos and then making their own, just kind of regurgitating the same exact information when they really have no clue what they're talking about. That's definitely not gonna happen here. I'm gonna start making how-to videos of stuff where I've either feel like I've mastered it and have earned the right to kind of share that information along, or if it's something that where I haven't seen somebody cover the topic and a little trick that I've picked up that, you know, maybe can help somebody else. Things like that, that's what we're gonna do. So yeah, those are gonna be a little more sporadic, obviously, because there's some things obviously I have to master in here, but I mean, it's gonna cover a wide range of topics. We're not just gonna stick to screen printing, because obviously I do a hell of a lot more than screen printing. Maybe finally we'll do the actual like how to wheelie tutorial, something that I've been asked like for 5 years how to do. You know, shop stuff out there in the garage, fabricating, whatever. Like, it's gonna just kind of revolve around whatever I'm doing at the time. If there's something I can share, we're gonna do that. But obviously the main thing we're gonna be doing for the time being is screen printing, because that's what I'm doing like 99% of the time right now, trying to grow these businesses. So if there's something that you wanna learn, comment that down below, and I will be taking notes of all those, and if it's a topic that I feel like I can add something to, then I will definitely do that for you. Another one I'm kind of considering is doing product reviews. I know with the bike stuff, I can definitely review some product, because I can break shit like nobody's business. And now with the screen printing stuff coming along, I'm burning through so much stuff here right now. I'm kind of figuring out what works and what doesn't, and with screen printing and clothing brands and things like that being such a huge topic, I see there's a hell of a lot of shitty information out there, and there's a lot of good stuff out there too. So I feel like maybe there's something I can add to that. So that's something I'm kind of toying around with in my head, that maybe we should do a little bit of that at some point. I know there's a few things that I've just gotten here in the shop that I would definitely like to kind of give my opinion on. So that's another possibility coming. And then finally, the last kind of video I'm kind of tossing around here is the old talking head video like you're watching right now. I think I've done like 2 or 3 of them in the past, like not many at all. And for some reason, people really enjoyed those and they went over really well. Still to this day, my highest viewed video is one of those. And you know, sometimes I just got some shit to say and I want to say it, and I don't in the vlogs because I'm trying to do stuff at the same time and whatever. And I feel like, you know what, let's just go ahead and do that sometimes. It's not going to be a guaranteed weekly thing, but whenever something comes up, I'm doing it. The reasons that I'm doing this are, right now I kind of feel like I'm locked in this creative box, and it's kind of pissing me off because right now I'm only making vlogs and that's it. And there's been a lot of times where I'm filming stuff and I'm like, oh, I've got a really great idea, and then you know, it doesn't really work for a vlog and I gotta toss it and whatever, and you know, it pisses me off later. So now I've got all these different creative outlets to where anything that pops into my head, I've got a way to put it out there. And obviously the next reason is that I want to bring more content to you guys, which is gonna be awesome. The vlog will continue on Sundays as it always has, but I'm hoping to step it up to like 2-3 videos a week. Right now, definitely don't count on that. It's gonna be very sporadic in the beginning because obviously I have to master things to go make a how-to video. I gotta think of thoughts to make a talking head video. I gotta get products to review, so on and so forth. Plus I gotta figure out how to balance all this extra content making with all the work I gotta do. So in the beginning, it's gonna be very sporadic. The only one that's gonna be guaranteed are the Sunday videos. Everything else is kind of just, we're gonna patch it in there, you know, Wednesdays, Thursdays, something like that. I'll figure it out along the way. Eventually, a month or 2 down the road, I wanna have like a solid rhythm, figuring out how to do all this stuff and balance it all, and stick to a solid, consistent schedule. Something that I've never done at all with YouTube, and people that have been here for a while definitely know that, and we gotta change that around here. So it's been like 3 years of this bullshit. It's time to like lock down and really take this seriously. So yeah, there's that. And then we got one other thing coming, and this one is what I'm most excited about. I'm like so happy about this. This kind of just fell into my lap, but we got a partnership, sponsorship, whatever we want to call it. We got a partnership coming to the channel. So yeah, that's gonna be huge for what kind of stuff we're gonna make. I'm not gonna say anything about who it is right now because that's gonna be a whole video in itself. Whenever some of this stuff gets here, I'm gonna kind of make a proper announcement about it. But yeah, it's gonna be absolutely huge for this channel, that's for sure. There's gonna be a hell of a lot more content when it comes to the screen printing side of things, and it's gonna really allow me to kind of like push my boundaries and learn some stuff at a very accelerated rate. So like, I'm super happy about it. Like, I'm trying to hold the smile off my face and keep it serious right now, but inside I'm like, yeah! The coolest parts about this, without getting into too much detail, are 1 is it came to me. I didn't have to go seeking it out, which is absolutely amazing for them to do. And 2 is that nothing around here has to change to make this happen. That part is huge to me because back when I was a pro rider, and I've even had a couple opportunities with YouTube in the past couple years, when corporate sponsorship comes knocking on your door, you gotta play by their rules usually. You gotta look a certain way, you gotta act a certain way, you gotta talk a certain way. It's bullshit. I'll never do that again. I did it for a couple seasons back to get like some really like corporate sponsors going to make a living, obviously, and I did not like it, and I'll never do that again. And what was cool about them is they like the fact that on this channel I don't bullshit, I keep it real, I don't put on some fake act for you guys. I'm me, and that doesn't have to change. I can continue being that. I don't have to censor myself. I don't have to make everything a big advertisement like some fucking stooge. If something sucks, I can tell you it sucks. And yeah, the only thing that's gonna change is that we're gonna be able to learn so many new things at a very accelerated rate compared to me having to do this by myself and acquire it by myself, which would have taken months, maybe even a year to do. So yeah, I'm pretty excited to get into that, let me tell you. I think that covers everything I wanted to cover in this video. I don't know, after that last topic, my brain's just like shooting all kinds of different directions, thinking of ideas right now. I'm super excited to add some more to this channel and get more creative and hopefully bring some more value to you guys, and most importantly, just have some more fun, because that's the whole point of this YouTube thing, right? So yeah, like I said, if you guys have any ideas for any of those topics that I mentioned that I'm gonna start covering, type them down below, because I'm gonna start making notes of every single one of them and hopefully get to all of them for you guys. But that's gonna wrap it up for this one. We'll be back to our normal scheduled programming again next week. See you again in the next one.